Iranian drone literally just flew directly over our heads from Iran into Iraq.
That is CNN's Clarissa Ward reporting from Erbil, a city in Iraq located not far from the border with Iran, and she joins us from there. Now, what's the latest that you have been seeing in northern Iraq? What are you hearing from sources elsewhere in the region?
Well, Anderson, it has been a very eventful day and night, and not in a good way. Those drone attacks have continued. We just actually heard a series of loud booms coming from that direction. That is where the Erbil airport is, where some U.S. service members are still serving. We don't know if it was air defenses. Earlier on this evening, we heard a lot of military helicopters around there, and we have heard reports of multiple drones targeting another base just outside Erbil. It's called the Harir Air Base. Again, we don't know if there were Americans at that base, but clearly we are learning that these Iran-backed Iraqi militias are really upping the tempo in terms of the amount of attacks on U.S. targets, or what they deem to be U.S. targets here in this autonomous Kurdish area. There was also an attack earlier on the Hormor gas field. This is strategically very important because 80% of the electricity that powers Iraqi Kurdistan comes from that gas field, and it does not have air defenses. And it's important for our viewers to understand, Anderson, that aside from that airport and a couple of other strategic places, Kurdistan in general does not have air defenses. So these drones, these missiles, these rockets, they really do pose a significant threat. One other thing that we are just starting to learn about, and this is coming again largely from an Iraqi militia, again, that is backed by Iran. They are saying that they have struck a hotel in Erbil province. It's actually outside of the city, where they say that U.S. soldiers were staying. This is significant because it's the first time we know of in Iraq that they are apparently deliberately striking civilian infrastructure. We don't know of any U.S. military personnel staying in any hotels here, but there are a lot of contractors who work in some capacity on some of these military bases. A lot of them have been taken out of those bases and put in hotels temporarily because the airspace is closed, because it is so complex now to try to get people out of the region. So a lot of moving parts here in Iraq, Anderson, and a lot of anxiety as this situation continues to ratchet up and up, Anderson.